Today we're going to be rebuilding the Orlando Magic. Now the Magic have a fun roster. Number 1 pick, Paolo Banchero. This dude has been hooping in real life, but because he plays for a small market, I feel like people ain't really talking about him that much. Franz Wagner, talented scorer. He's also 6'10", both 6'10", so we got a lot of height on this team. Markelle Fultz, I know he was kind of he had an interesting start to his career, we'll say. I actually really like Fultz. I feel like he's great at getting into the paint. I feel like he's pretty good. I mean, I wish he was a little bit younger at this stage in his development curve, but I think he's actually a really good player. Wendell Carter, I mean, he's good. He grew an inch, but I don't know, man. I'm not feeling it. Cole Anthony, undersized guard, who can create his own shot, but ultimately, I'm not the biggest fan of like the small shot creating guard archetype of player. It's not really my style. Wagner, rightly a part of our future. Jalen Suggs hasn't really developed an offensive game. Jonathan Isaac, who knows what is going on with this guy. So we're here on February 22nd, the day I'm recording this video, right after the All-Star break, and we're just gonna sim out the rest of the season. I can't make any trades year one because the Magic didn't make any trades this first year, so we just gotta sim this season and hope that our pick pans out. We're not the worst team in the East. We're not a play-in team. We're kind of like right outside of the play-in. All right, so Luka wins the MVP, 36, 11, and 11. Walker Kessler won Rookie of the Year over our boy Paolo. That is disappointing. So Paolo did make the all-rookie first team. Bro, he averaged 28 and 3 on 51% shooting. That's way better than Walker Kessler. Walker Kessler averaged 14 on worse shooting efficiency. All right, so we got hoed by the NBA decision makers. Completely hoed us this first year. Paolo should have been Rookie of the Year. This is ridiculous, but it's good to know we actually do have the best rookie in the class. So we obviously missed the play-in, but I mean, that's kind of what we want, bro. We want to be a team that's deep in the lottery here. Unfortunately, the Bulls are the 7th seed. I'm pretty sure we own their pick as well, so that won't be the greatest pick. Sixers, Lakers in the finals, and the Sixers behind James Harden, not Embiid, win the championship. All right, first off season, time to make some moves. So LeBron James, he retired after tearing his MCL in the NBA finals, it looks like. That sucks. All right, draft lottery. We actually do not have great odds here. We're the 8th best odds, so that is not good. So I don't know, man. Hopefully we end up with a good pick here. All right, here we go. We need to figure out if we can hop. All right, we're better than the 8th pick. Okay, 7th pick goes to the Hornets. Oh my God, we're in the top 6. Bro, this could be a life-changing draft for us. We're in the top 5. We have made it into the top 5. Please stick with the whiz here. Oh, come on, come on, come on. All right, 4th pick in the draft. Really can't complain about that. Really can't complain about that. The Jazz with the 1st pick. 12 trade offers for the 4th pick. I don't know. Oh, De'Aaron Fox is really interesting for the 4th pick. We're gonna start with his salary. Obviously, what's nice about getting a rookie here is we won't have to overpay them. Okay, this is an insane trade. Jalen Brunson and Mitchell Robinson for an unprotected pick next year and the 4th pick this year. This will immediately make our team probably not contenders, but wow, guys really want this pick. Bradley Beal. I don't know. The thing with these trades is if I do these trades, my pick won't even be that good next year. I don't know. Do I want a De'Aaron? Do I want the Jalen and Mitchell combo? These are actually some great trades. Let me see what prospect is available. Why did everyone want our pick? Scoot Henderson is available. That's why people wanted the pick. Okay. Honestly, I think it's better for us just to take Scoot here. I'm not in a rush to create a championship contender right off the rip. And now our Bulls pick is 16. This one we could probably trade, but obviously the quality of players we're getting back, not quite as good. Mitchell Robinson, though, that's a good center. Big, tall center. I trade for him a lot, though, in these videos, so I don't know if I want to always trade for the same dude. But he is on the thing with him, he's on a really good contract. Bertans, that's a tradable salary. I'm looking at that salary. It's pretty big, but it's something that can help facilitate a trade if I want to move on from Suggs or something like that. So I think I'm going to make this pick. I'm going to make this trade. You know what? I like this trade. I like having a big, tall, big center more than, I don't know, Wendell Carter. He's 6'10", man. I'm not the biggest believer there. So great draft. We got a new starting center. We got a new point guard, Derek Whitehead. Yeah, we'll sign you. Why not? Team player options, bringing back Franz, bringing back Cole Anthony. Jonathan Isaac, I'm not in love with him, but I mean, I guess there's no real reason not to bring him back. Suggs, obviously, we bring back. Gary Harris, I'm going to decline. Kiki will decline. Hampton, I'm going to decline. Hampton, I'll keep. Bull, I'm going to accept the team option. So we're actually in a pretty good spot, I feel like, to be honest. I feel like our team should be pretty good this year. Maybe at 6th seed. As a depth signing, I'm going to bring on Seth Curry. Hopefully he accepts this contract. Little 2-year, $9 million dealer. We take him. Not a lot of big moves in free agency, but look at the progression. Fran's up to an 87. Wow, he's past Paolo. Fran's got 7 badges. He gained 6 badges. We got pretty good progression here. Cole Anthony, I kind of want to, I definitely want to start Scoot and start developing him, and I think I might move Fultz to the 2 guard. I'll be a little undersized on the perimeter, but I do have crazy height between Wagner, Banchero, and Mitchell Robinson, though, so it's okay that my guards are a little undersized as long as they can play defense. So right now I'm going to roll with Scoot Henderson, Jalen Suggs, Wagner, Banchero, and Robinson. I like the height combo. Suggs is not really the great offensive player, but I feel like we need some defense out on the perimeter against all the great guards in the NBA. Off the bench, I got Fultz, Wendell Carter Jr., Jonathan Isaac, and Cole Anthony. Honestly, I'm just not the biggest fan of, again, like kind of undersized shot creating 2 guards. I feel like it's an archetype. It's pretty common in the NBA nowadays, but I don't feel like it's like necessary for this team. So I'm probably going to move on from Cole Anthony. I'm probably going to move on from Jonathan Isaac. I also don't really want to be on the hook to pay these 2 guys that much money, so I think it's just a smart move for us to try to bundle these 2, move them on, open up some playing time for Bol, maybe Seth Curry or RJ Hampton, because I got a lot of guys who need minutes, a lot of young guys on this team. We don't really have a lot of veterans. Now, I'd love to consolidate these guys into one player who's just better. I mean, this trade is kind of interesting. John Collins, he could come off the bench for me, and I get a Thunder draft pick. I think the Thunder are going to be pretty good, so I don't think that draft pick is going to be great, but it's nice having Collins under contract already. I just don't know if this is necessarily a fair trade for us, though. I guess it really just depends how that draft pick pans out. I have a top 5 protected Nuggets pick. I'm gonna see if I can sweeten the deal with that. I can't find any trade that I'm in love with, so I'm actually just gonna sim till when a lot of people's contracts become tradable, which would probably be around the mid-January mark. So we're gonna go to January 17th. Probably look to make a trade around that time. Hey, season is starting out good. Jonathan Isaac, of course, he already got hurt, dislocated left patella. That sucks, but guy gets hurt a lot. And I just got offered Scotty Barnes for Franz Wagner. Whoa. Okay, the thing with Scotty, I love Scotty, but I feel like I need a player like Franz who can kind of shoot the ball. Franz is an A 3-point scorer. Scotty, he is a B-. And I feel like next to Paolo, who's a paint beast, I need the shooting. But man, this is a interesting trade. I mean, they're the same age, similar overall. I don't know. I'm going to decline that. I just feel like with Paolo, if I'm going to build around Paolo, because that's who I'm trying to build around, I got to keep Franz. And we're actually pretty good to start this season. We're 10-4. Getting a lot of injuries are piling up for us. But, I mean, 10-5, 10-6. I mean, look, again, I think we can be a 6 seed. I don't think we're going to get much higher than that, but I think that's a huge win for us. Okay, so on January 17th, the day I wanted to go to, we are 24-18. That actually makes us a 5 seed. So we're right there. In the standings, us, Milwaukee, and Philly are all neck and neck. I mean, honestly, so is it going backward a little bit too. So we could really climb up all the way to a 3 seed if we could really get things together. Unfortunately, our point differential is not very good, so our team probably isn't actually as good as it might seem. Wow, and by holding out and waiting for trade options, I get the De'Aaron offer again and Malik Monk. Again, Bertans, we brought him back just for salary filler. So I guess the Kings, maybe they're not doing well. Jamal Murray is getting offered to me as well. The problem is I do want Scoot to be like my point guard of the future, so I don't really want to trade for a point guard all that much. Now, this trade is interesting. DeAndre Ayton, I mean, bro, I like this. This is going to let me move on from Bol as well. I won't have to pay Bol. I'm going to have Ayton, a nice big center. I got Mitchell Robinson coming off the bench with this move. Patty Mills, that's an expiring. So this trade, I love this trade. I'm guessing the Suns just need some depth since they, shipped a lot of it out to get KD. So let's make that trade. Get DeAndre Ayton on the squad. Now the question, I guess, yeah, let's trade Bol. And honestly, Seth Curry, he's not getting any PT for us. Hampton might have more value. Let's see. Dude, the Jazz have been trying to give me Walker Kessler for this whole rebuild, but I don't know. I feel like he's not the best fit with Paolo, so I'm not sure that's who I want to roll with here. I'm not loving these trades for Bol, but I would love to get value for him before it's too late. I mean, unless I can snag a backup center with a trade like this, but I don't know what team would want that. Jalen Duren, and I get Finney Smith, 2-year option on Duren, and he's going to be really cheap, and I know this guy is good. Man, I feel like I'm giving up a lot here, but I don't want to have to pay Bol. I like that I'm going to keep the salary low with Jalen Duren. He's young. I know I'm getting really young with this team, but I'm going to make this trade as well, consolidating talent. So the rotation looks a lot different now. We got Fultz, Suggs, a little bit better defense at the top, Wagner, Banchero, Ayton. That's the starting 5. I like the starting 5. There's a good amount of space around Banchero to operate. Suggs is kind of hurting us from the spacing department, but it's all good. And then off the bench, we got Jalen Duren, Scoot Henderson, Finney Smith, and Seth Curry. We have a great young core. The only person I have to worry about bringing back next year is Markelle Fultz, and I barely have any money committed to next season. Like, my highest paid player is going to be Ayton and Isaac, who I can just decline the team option on. I don't really need Isaac. Finney Smith, I'm going to be able to go after a big free agent as well, unless Fultz's salary ends up being huge. But obviously, if there's a big free agent, I have Scoot in the way. I could lose Fultz if it means I get a super stud free agent. So I really like where we've positioned the team right now, and I'm excited. I think we're definitely going to make the playoffs here. I think we have a great shot to get to the second round, maybe a conference finals if everything breaks right. We got some good game planning. I don't know, man. I'm really excited about the future of this Magic team. I think we're in a great spot right now. So we went 51-31. Really good season for us. Doncic with another MVP. None of our guys made an All-NBA team, but we are the number 4 seed, so a really, really good season for us. So Jalen Duren led our team in points, but he might have had a lot on his previous team. I'd be surprised if that was actually the case. Banchero only averaged 18.7 for us, so less than last year, but he is playing on a more talented team. Wagner, only 13 a game, so a little interesting. I mean, we enter the playoffs a little beat up. Wagner's hurt, Isaac's out. What's new? Scoot Henderson averaged 14, 5 assists, 3 boards, so good season from Scoot. I really like the way we've positioned ourselves. This is going to be an interesting series versus the Knicks. They got Julius Randle, they got Jalen Brunson, but overall, I mean, we're a much better team than them. I really think we're way more well-rounded. I'd rather have Paolo Banchero right now than Randle and myself. Barrett, I don't see it with RJ Barrett, man. I don't think he's that good. Game 1, we take game 1. We win by like 20 points. Okay, so this is our series, bro. Oh, Suggs bruised his knee, but that doesn't really matter. Suggs is not an offensive force for us. All right, second round, we got the Boston Celtics. Now, this is a tough series, right? They got Jaylen Brown. They got Jason Tatum. Ooh, interesting. They're playing a little bit bigger. Tatum's been playing the 4 lately, but now they moved him up to the 3 to start Grant Williams. I think that's a really odd choice from them, but let's try to make some matchups happen, man. I think, I think Boston is a better team than us, but I kind of like our physical matchup with them, so maybe if we game plan, we can cobble something together here. I don't know. Damn, Jalen Suggs only has 82 defense, bro. That is disappointing. Scoot Henderson has better defense, so you know what? This whole series is stopping Jalen and stopping Tatum, right? So I'm wondering if Suggs isn't really giving me that much defensively, and Scoot is 6'3", though. This is tough. Yeah, we don't really have I wish we had better perimeter defense on a lot of our players, because I don't really want to move on from any of these players. Like, I think this is our core, but we don't have good defensive ratings from a lot of these guys, which is, disappointing. I'm wondering, do we crash the offensive boards in this series? Try to take advantage of our height. Because Robert Williams, this dude bounced out of the gym, one of the best shot blockers I've ever seen, but Ayton's got a lot of height on him, man. I don't know. Ayton's not the most physical center, but I don't know, man. I think we're going to have to play physical, really get up into Tatum and Brown. See, Brown, he likes the physicality, though. I don't know why. I'm spending a lot of time on this. We probably don't have a shot in this series, but we actually win game 1 by like 38 points. Might have been a fluke. They win game 2. They win game 3. We win game 4, but Paolo got hurt. So Banchero's out with a left arm hairline fracture. So, I mean, without Paolo, I don't see how we win this series, but we're up 3-2. Wow. Tatum only shot 6 of 16 that game. DeAndre Ayton, bro, and Duren. We have size on them. We do have size on them. So maybe that's the series here. I'm wondering, yeah, we're going with a Duren Ayton lineup. Double bigs, not a lot of shooting around them. I don't love that as a real life lineup, but I think we could squeeze out a win here. Oh my God, it goes to a game 7. You know what's crazy, bro? Is if in 2K guys tend to heal really quickly, I think. Oh, well, as I was saying that, we lose in game 7. So never mind all that. But dude, really promising the way this year went. I feel really good about our team if Paolo doesn't get hurt in the playoffs next year. Like, I think if Paolo stayed healthy, we could have won that series maybe. All right, so in this year's draft, we have the 26th pick. The Spurs have 2 top 3 picks. The Bulls have 2 top 8 picks. This is a wild draft. I'm going to take this JT Palmer. He's a shooting guard. I don't know. End of the first round. Basically a second round pick, to be honest, because we were that good. So accepting Franz's team option, Banchero's team option, Suggs' team option, Duren's team option, Caleb Houston's team option, Derek Whitehead's team option, and we are declining Jonathan Isaacs. I mean, our big move this season is just we got to bring back Fultz. We got to bring back Fultz. He's a part of the core. So Fultz agrees to come back on a 5-year deal. Somehow I'm still under the salary cap. So let's see if we can slide somebody in here for some depth. I don't want to get someone too old. Zaya Joe, he's 25. He's probably got some room to grow during the season, so I'll try to bring him on with my mid-level exception. We got him. Okay. All right. I guess the question for my team is, like, I need to get Scoot more minutes. Scoot's going to be one of our best players. I feel like Suggs isn't really turning out to be that guy. He's an 83 overall. He's got his three-pointer up to a B. His rebounding's up to a C, but I feel like Suggs, he's just not really kind of turning out to be that guy. Scoot is turning out to be that guy. Fultz, I wish we could get more defense from him, though. Banchero's up to an 88. Best player on the team now. We like that. I mean, we have a really good, like top 7 roster. Like top 7 guys on the roster are really solid. I think given how good we were last season, I think it is maybe ready for me to like kind of move off a young guy that I think we could get a really good veteran for. Problem is the salaries are going to have to match, which might be really tough. But for now, I'm still rolling with Fultz, Suggs, Wagner, Banchero, Ayton, and then off the bench, we got Scoot, Jalen Duren, Isaiah Joe, and Finney Smith. I mean, I really like the rotation. We got guards off the bench. We got Finney Smith, one of the best role players in the NBA. Banchero, I love. I kind of need him to shoot more. I want him averaging like 24, but it is going to be hard because this team has a lot of talent offensively. There's going to be a lot of ball sharing. So let's go to the trade deadline, see where we sit amongst the Eastern Conference contenders, because I know it's kind of basically the same team as last year, but I mean, we're just better. I don't know. We got older. We got better. All right. At January 21st, we are 36-8, bro. We are scorching the NBA. Number 1 seed in the conference, 15.6 point differential. Absolutely scorching the conference. And we've had a lot of injuries during that time, but we just have such a well-rounded team. I don't even want to consider doing a trade, to be honest. I just feel like the vibes would be off if I do that. So I'm just going to look at contract extensions. Chances are, no. I mean, Aiden wants to chest free agency, but that's in 2 years. I'll worry about that when it happens. Yeah, let's go to the end of the season. Let's hope we don't have any more injuries, but we are just scorching the NBA, bro. We are murdering these teams night in and night out. So we go 65-17, an absolutely insane season. Ja Morant wins the MVP. Somehow, with like the best record in the NBA, we have one player make an All-NBA team. Paolo Banchero makes the 3rd team. So that's weird. So we are the number 1 seed. Great season from our guys. Banchero, 23 a game. Scoot Henderson, 19 a game off the bench. Fultz, 17. Now this is scary because Wagner and Suggs are both out entering the playoffs. That's 2 of our starters are out entering the playoffs. So, which takes our rotation to Fultz, Scoot Henderson, Finney Smith, Banchero, and Ayton. Honestly, still a really good team, and I kind of like this in a sense that we're just going to focus more on giving Banchero the ball, and Scoot's getting more minutes, which we like, because Scoot's like literally maybe our 2nd best player at this point in the rebuild, so getting him more minutes is really a good thing. I still think without Wagner, we're a better team than this Miami Heat team. I mean, they got Jimmy and they got Bam and Hero, which is a scary, trio, but I don't know. I just think we're a much more well-rounded team. We win game 1, we win game 2, we win game 3, and we win game 4. So here we are in the 2nd round versus the Detroit Pistons, who are the number 4 seed. They got Cade Cunningham looking like he's peaking. They got Jaden Ivey, but the rest of their team is pretty weak. Wagner's now day-to-day, so we're probably going to get him back during the series. Suggs, he's still out for probably the rest of the playoffs, but here we go. The Detroit Pistons, they win game 1 by 9. We win game 2 by 45 points. 45 points. Wow. Okay, that is nuts. We win game 3. Wagner is back. We win game 4. Fultz is now out, and we win game 5. All right, so Fultz is probably going to be gone for this series, but if we win this series, we're going to have him back in the finals. It sucks. We have both of our starting guards out for this series. But the good thing is, best guard on our team might not have been a starter. His name is Scoot Henderson. I do think a 9-man rotation is a little weird here. We're probably going to go 8, play all of our guys. Do I go 7-man rotation, or are the guys going to be too tired? Because honestly, like, I feel like this is the time where we just got to play our guys. And Cleveland is a really scary team because they got the 2 bigs. I feel like the advantage we have on a lot of other teams, Cleveland has against us. I don't like not being healthy here. I really don't love our chances not being a healthy team, but maybe Cleveland has some injuries along the way too. They beat us by 2 points in the first game. We come back, beat them by a point. So this is a close series. They're up 2-1, 2-2. Okay, this is a really close series. Dorian Finney-Smith is now hurt. Oh my God, we are just injured. We are just injured. If we were not injured, I think this is our series, bro. This was our season, but these injuries are really killing us. Here we go. We have to win in Cleveland, but the good news is game 7 is at our Palace, and wow, we came out to play in this game 6. We dominate all 4 quarters. We dominated. Let's see. The Cavs, Mitchell, Garland, Mobley, Allen. So they're healthy, bro. They're healthy entering this game 7. We are not. We are missing our guards. Oh my God. All right, game 7 in Orlando. Fultz is injured. Consider. Is Fultz back playing? Oh, so Fultz is able to play now. We're gonna bring him. Dude, should I start Fultz? I feel like I should start Fultz. No, I don't know. Fultz is now like playable, but if we win this, we'll have him in the finals. But who knows if we win this? This is such a tough series. Cleveland wins the first 2 quarters, but it's back and forth here. Looks like, I don't want to say say anything. Come on, man. We've been the best team all season. We can't let injuries be the reason we don't go, and we go to the finals. Yes. John Morant is a 98 overall, and that's who we're facing here in the NBA Finals. John Morant, he's a 4 seed, so we have home court advantage once again. Oh my God. Fultz, he's still like day-to-day, but he's an 84 overall with the injury. Suggs, I would love to have Suggs back here. So looking at this Memphis team, they don't have Jaren, but they do have Bane and Jaw. But no Jaren is tough for them because Steven Adams, he's gotten old. Santi Aldama, dude, Bane is scary, but man, I like the way we match up with this Grizz team, especially if Suggs was healthy. Here we go. Game 1, we take. Game 2, we take. Game 3, Fultz is fully back, and we take it. So this is a sweep. Yes! We have done it. We have won the championship with the Orlando Magic. Paolo Banchero here, and I think this is year 3 or 4. Year 3, bro, wins the chip. You know, I was listening to an interesting discussion. And the NFL teams are always trying to build around rookie quarterbacks before they have to pay them. And I feel like Banchero is the type of player who in year 3 and 4, when he's on that cheap team option, might be the type of player that you just really try to go while he's cheap, because this dude is the truth. I really do think if he was playing for like the Knicks or the Lakers or the Bulls, like people would be talking about him a lot more. He's having an amazing season in real life. Dominant player, and we brought him a chip. 4-0, 4-1, 4-3, and a 4-0. So great playoff run from us. We only lost 4 games the entire time, 16-4 in the playoffs. Great run. Hope you guys enjoyed this rebuild. I will see you on the next one. I love you guys. Peace.